sickness. Oh, sorry, I fell asleep for a second. Oh, you're cracking something. Don't know what.
Tell you what, it's not alcoholic right now. We got Olipop cream.
Oh, see, I'm not
So
drinking anything
good.
alcoholic right now either because I'm sick. I've got a bitching cold, bro. But I'm here.
We're here, man. We have been struggling this week.
What's up, Bubba? No, no, no. No, my kids. They come out just as we hit the record button. It happens. Whatever.
Hey, bro,
No,
that's all right.
we
That's
yeah,
all right.
guys. You're getting a late episode of Operation Magic with me, James Kemp, and Josh Dunn. Like he said, we have been battling the sicknesses. He had a sinus infection. I'm battling a cold that my kids brought home from school, and it's been kicking my ass. How are you feeling, bud?
I'm feeling better than I was, but I am just exhausted,
Yeah, me
and
too.
I'm in the final processes of the VA shit. So it's just piling on, but we do what we
Yeah.
do, and we keep on trucking.
Yeah, I'm going through the throes of my own life. Not going to get too candid about it, but there's some personal things going on in my life, but I'm still here, battling this cold, doing the dad things, and I'm in the process of also. I know I've talked to you about this a little bit, but I've started this whole new training regime of what I'm doing in life, and I've lost. I want to say a half a pant size in like a week and a half. Just drinking like, well, it's almost been 2 weeks. I've been drinking like a gallon of water a day. Not water, but fluids. Just pushing
Damn.
fluids. Yeah, eating
Okay.
healthier. You can't really see it right now because I'm not lined out, but my face is a little bit slimmer. I'm feeling good.
Same.
Um, yeah. Well, your face is never slimmer, bro. You just got the ginger
The,
beard.
I
I'm
have a
drinking,
giant head.
yeah, giant head. I'm drinking lemon ginger tea, and he's just got a ginger beard. So
Yeah, I'm proud of you, bro. You'll be able to shop really soon at Baby Gap and really save some money on clothes.
hey, you know what? I might be getting into those extra smalls I used to wear in the Marine Corps. Ugh. No, I found so I guys, this is this is gonna be a totally off the wall episode. This is gonna have a little bit of Disney, a little bit of where we actually originally started with Operation Magic. I'm talking the veteran life, some mental health stuff, and I looked in the mirror the other day and I'm like, God, I'm 41. I'm not big. By no means am I a big guy. But I'm like, I've got this dad flab going on. And I'm like, I want to get kind of into some sort of peak condition and I need to do something fast. So I found these workouts on YouTube. They're military field exercise. And I tell you what, that first one beat my ass. It was the worst feeling possible to have all that lactic acid and realize that I'm out of shape far from where I once was in the military. And it really messed with me mentally. Like mental health wise, like I was like, damn, bro. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me how when you're in, it's so easy to maintain your physical fitness. Even
Yeah.
though it's a requirement, you feel like it's not. It's like this everyday, not even a grind. It's just like easy to keep up with.
Yeah.
I mean, when you know you have no choice, it's there's something to be said about freedom,
Oh
and
yeah. Yeah.
and when you have too much of it when you get out, I mean, you can
Lack
let
of
yourself
discipline.
go,
Lack
right?
of
And
discipline.
in the mental side, it'll keep you holed up and out of shape for a while before one day you just kind of wake up, like you said, just look at yourself and go, "Now, who the fuck is this guy?" Pull
Yeah.
Conor McGregor and
Yeah.
go, "What
Who
the
the fuck is
fuck?"
this guy? Yeah, no, like no, straight up. And for me, guys, always remember because you hear a lot of cussing right now. TVMA, this is who we are, or as Josh likes to do. Wow, wow. Anyways, uh, no. So for me, it's crazy because I woke up and I'm like, with all this life stuff going on, I need to do something for me. Like, I was feeling low, down in the dumps. I haven't been to Disney in almost 2 years. I talk a lot of Disney. We do a lot of Disney stuff. If you see our Instagram, I'm always cracking jokes at Josh and I. Pepe has become my spirit animal. And it's like, I have to do something. And I have to do something for my kids. Not just me, but my kids. You know, they need to see dad in peak condition. So life has happened. And, you know, a lot of cool stuff has happened in that process. You know, I acquired something really neat.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that for a second because this is
So
like
hold up for a second. So talk to the viewers while I go take care of this real fast. I don't want to talk about it. I have to show it. Talk to
okay.
them.
Yeah. Go get it. What I was just bringing up was Disney just released their new Armed Forces tickets, the salute tickets. Every year, I see a lot of people, that just got out, wondering who qualifies. Main thing to think of for a lot of those salute tickets are you're retired, like should have retired, you are active duty, or you are 100% disabled. If you are a veteran, that is not any of those, even if you're rated 50, 80%, you do not qualify for those salute tickets.
You do
You got to be
not.
retired, active duty, or 100% disabled. So I've seen a lot of that every year when they release around this time. I see a lot of questions, new people getting out, trying to get some discounted tickets. You're not going to be able to get them discounted that way. There are some other promotions here and there for military members that aren't in those categories, but you have to have, and like, you have Medal Honor recipients, Purple Heart, that kind of thing. But your standard veteran is not going to qualify. That's the most important part.
I get that question all the time too. I know exactly what you're talking about, the salute tickets, and they're wonderful. They're one of the most amazing perks that military, active duty, retired, and disabled, or everything else you mentioned, gets. But you know why that started? Because Walt had a very tie to the military himself. Red Cross in World War I. He tried to get in at like 16, and they said, "Yeah, no, you're too young, kid." So he's always had an affinity for military. So that was always something that has been a part of the parks one way or the other. Not the salute tickets per se, but just honoring the military. And this is their way they continue to do it. But I do think they are doing something special for the 250th, if I remember correctly, right? For veterans? Or am I off?
I mean, I think it's the same, like it's cheaper, but I think it's the same eligibility requirements.
That's actually, Florida is, I think, doing an annual pass for the year. I think, if I remember correctly, don't.
Yeah, there's an annual pass with a shit ton of blackout dates.
But hey, it's an annual pass.
But it's super cheap, I think. Off the top of my head, I'm not sure how much it is, but I do know that annual pass, I think you have to meet the same requirements as a salute ticket, because, or else, I mean, hell, I think I'd be getting one.
Right, right. So, as we were talking before, I disappeared off camera, and you saw Lotso hang out in my chair. Fat ass Lotso that I won from our good friends at Signs of Amusement. He's been hanging out in my chair. This bad boy. He's awesome. He doesn't smell like strawberries. He's an asshole because he's Lotso, but he hangs out in my chair when I'm not here. Keeps it warm for me, So before we disappeared off screen, and I was talking some really cool things happened to me. So our good buddy Lou, who works at Disney, I went and saw him last weekend, a week ago actually today. So we're recording on Saturday. This will be out Sunday. So I saw him about a week ago. And I went down there, and it's been like Christmas. I haven't seen him before my birthday, before Christmas. So it's been like months. And he only lives an hour and a half away. And I go down there, and he pulls out like a litany of things. These mugs right here. I got all three of these Hitchhiking Ghost mugs. I got these. I had him buy those for me, because I knew they were actually originally have Josh buy them for me when he was at the Disney store, but since Lou worked there, he got for $250. So I mean,
save a buck where you can save a buck.
Exactly. So there was that. I show up. He bought me a Roosevelt's, like the Roosevelt's Power Line shirt that just came out not too long ago. Got that for my birthday. Got me Haunted Mansion, the Ghost Host Spirit jersey. This is Haunted Mansion on the back of it. But out of all the things that I got when I was down there as a gift, it brought me to tears because I've wanted one of these for years. Now, guys, what I'm about ready to show you has been authenticated by Phil Sears. If you don't know who Phil Sears is, he is an autographed authenticator of one person and one person only.
Damn.
This man right here. If you don't see what name that is Walt Disney. Yes, our good friend Walt Disney signed this on original Fantasia letterhead from 1941.
What's it regarding?
So this regards, it is to Mr. Tom Hayward. It was dated April 29th, 1941. Now, it said, "Dear Tom, our present plans do not include any live action production here at the studio. However, as you know, we did make The Reluctant Dragon, which included live action sequences with Robert Benchley. But the operation, of course, has been finished. Perhaps you have read of our doing Hans Christian Andersen's in association with Goldwyn, meaning Metro Goldwyn, Samuel Goldwyn Mayer movie studio. Our interest lies only in the cartoon, and Goldwyn will do the live action section. So actually, we have no plans for future live action production. My best to you always, sincerely, Walt Disney."
How crazy is that the subject matter is about Disney not doing any live action? And here we are in 2026.
So what this was regards to, so Tom Hayward was if you look him up, he was somebody very high in like opera. He was an opera singer. This was early in his career. And he was reaching out to Walt because he was looking for work, obviously. So Walt was responding to him. And Walt and Disney and Goldwyn, they had a deal to do the Reluctant Dragon. Some of which none of the Disney stuff made it to Goldwyn. Goldwyn finished the project. They didn't use anything, but the footage, or not the footage that they did, but the art that they drew, most of it ended up in one of the early Disney Renaissance films. Guess what film that was?
I have no idea.
Little Mermaid.
Wow.
So he was ultimately saying that Samuel Goldwyn had already finished production on it, and they weren't looking at any live action stuff at that moment because he wanted to do something for them live action wise. So this was in response to Mr. Hayward and Walt telling him that, hey, check it out. We would love to have had you, but this ain't coming to fruition. Goldwyn's already got it under control. But this was also, the date is very significant. April 29th, 1941. What happens later on in 1941?
Well,
later that year.
Looking at what, December? Some craziness is about to kick off.
Yep.
Some absolute craziness.
World War II. This is right before
about to pop off.
This was right before World War II. So we know what happened several months down the line. We know that Disney hopped into more or less propaganda films. That if you can find them on Disney Plus still. You can find them on YouTube, where Donald's making ammunition and munitions, and there's one where he's actually seeing Hitler. Like, what the fuck is going on here? You know? So this is a really relevant piece. Now, this did come out of a very, I'm not going to say that the crime family's name, but it came out of their personal collection. And they had a thing where they were counterfeiting Babe Ruth autographs, Walt Disney autographs. They were doing all kinds of stuff. This has been authenticated by Phil Sears. There's two indications as to how this, you can tell this is a real deal. It has the WD initials, and there's another set of initials. I'll point them out right here. Right here. So there's WD, and right down here, DV. DV, I can't remember the gal's name, but it was his typist.
Secretary. Yeah.
It's his secretary who, so if they had those initials on it, it was 100% guaranteed that it was real. Because there were people in that time that there was like 4 people that could replicate Walt's signature for whatever reason. And he only allowed like 4 people like to sign for him or whatever else. But that is authenticated by Phil Sears, the man himself. And yeah, so I got gifted that. And I tell you what, I'd already been like 6 or 7 beers deep, maybe less. And I was like bawling like a baby. Like, I was like, what the fuck, dude? Because he has one sitting in his hallway. He has a Walt in his hallway, along with Richard Sherman and, well, both Sherman brothers. He's got a Tex Henson in his office. He's got a Mark Davis Existencio and Mark Davis's wife autograph on a pirate thing. Lou's got some serious shit, and this was just something that he had been holding on to me. And he told me, as long as you don't sell it, this was the caveat: you never sell it. It is yours, and it stays in the family. There's only one person I wanted to give it to, and that would be you, because I didn't want to sell it. So I was gifted that for my birthday. I about bawled like a baby. So
that's gonna make next year's birthday pretty shitty.
Well, no, because the fact is
I'm just teasing, bro.
No, it very, for many people it could, but to get something like that's a grail item to me. That is something that, like,
yeah, I mean, you could give that. I mean, it's all circumstantial based off the person. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I have a buddy who, if I gave that to, would be like, okay, whatever. But
what do you want me to do with this?
Yeah, I mean, but this really shows you why we've had Lou as a sponsor and on the show since the jump, and exactly the stuff he can kind of get a hold of, and the stuff he can do. I mean, you can tell him what you're looking for, what your dream piece is. I'm almost guarantee it. That dude can
he's
track it down. I'm not saying it's gonna be
easy or cheap, no, but he'll track it.
That stuff ain't cheap. That big ass Walt Disney signature ain't cheap, but
no,
dude can find the stuff. Man.
Lou's a bloodhound, guys. You see me swilling my tea? I'm holding it together for y'all because I love you.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, this week should have been chalked, but that's not what we.
No, that's not what we do. And this is the one thing. This is the other thing. Like, y'all know that we love Disney, but we also don't rest on our laurels. We might take a couple extra days, but the military taught us one thing: don't rest on your laurels. Don't give up. Dude. Don't give in. You might need a couple days of bed rest, but we're going to get into it. I mean, and the thing is like, I was like, after last week, I felt great. We were doing good. I came home and I woke up, gosh, what was it? Monday or Tuesday morning, feeling like garbage. And I powered through the week. I know you've been powering through the week. And then, guys, this is what life is about. This is what this podcast is about. We want to show you that, like, we're not just like 2 average Joes, not like average Joes from Dodgeball. No. But the fact of the matter is we want you all to know that we want to put out content for you all. And it's not about what we're talking about. Disney, like the Walt Disney thing, not to gloss over that, that's just a product of me going away last weekend. That's amazing. We would have talked about that regardless. But the fact is we also know that mental health plays a big part into being sick. And I know I have struggled this week. And it's been a grind. It's been hard. It's been hard to just pull myself up off of the mat. And there are going to be weeks like that for many of our listeners that really struggle to get up off the mat. You got to pull yourself up by your bootstraps, guys, and be like, you know what? Tomorrow's another day. I'm going to live to fight another day. As long as I'm 6 feet above ground, I'm doing something right.
Man, yeah. And like, we're not, like, I wouldn't say we're experts by any means, and we're not professionals, but we are just two dudes who have served, struggled a little bit, dads, and find that the world of Disney really gives us a little bit of a mental reset. But even that sometimes, like we're not locals really to the parks where we can just,
No.
Get that fixed when we need it. So
I have been very fortunate though, and you have been as well. We have some good friends who invite us on to do things. They keep
yeah,
us tied in, and so guys, building your tribe, like we have our squad of people that we have built for the last year almost, and I feel very vindicated and very loved the fact that I don't always get to go to the parks like many of our friends. But I'm able to enjoy the parks through their eyes, telling stories to you guys. And yesterday, I really got a kick out of things because, Friday I should say, I got a kick out of things because I sat sick as a dog, feeling like a train hit me in the face, watching Signs of Amusement's live discussion and their versus Disneyland versus Disney World. It's a Small World.
they both suck.
See, I knew that was going to be a response. And it's funny because we had to rate them, right? And we start with Disney World. And I go, man, I give this a 4. Disney World's compared to Disneyland's is a fucking 4. Why? Because your guys' queue is indoors. Who the fuck puts a queue indoors for It's a Small World? No idea. I blows my mind to this day.
I think it's hardly indoors though. I mean, yeah, but like when I think of indoors, I think of like, I don't know, man. Like I can still see outside.
Okay.
But like the ride is always a walk on. So really, you're just.
That's your guys' walk on. See, ours is consistently 25 to 30 minutes long.
No, I'm not going to say always a walk on. I think it's always a walk on when I go on it because that's my requirement.
Right. Yeah.
But I don't go during like peak park times either. You know what I mean? So I don't really see like all the people that want to ride It's a Small World are in line for Seven Dwarfs Mine Train instead.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That ride is always 45 minutes plus.
Okay.
So, I'm sure It's a Small World does get packed, just not when I'm there.
So, and the thing is so we were watching them, and I was like, man, I was watching it, and I'm like, this is really sad because we watched some. They watched the LMG vids, right through stuff.
Yeah.
And the one for Disney World was really short, and he did the whole Disneyland ride. And there's a lot more to Disneyland's, but our queue is outdoors. And I'm like, this is why Disneyland's is a 10 compared to a 4. Because the queue's outdoors. There's just so much more. Hold on. I got some technical stuff going on over here that needs to be taken care of. There we go.
Is it the same? Is it the same ride? Is it like a identical copy?
They're not. No, they're not. They're not identical.
Huh. There's like something about like ours is like, what is it, like sectioned off into different things and yours is like continuous or something?
No, yours is continuous. Ours is sectioned off.
Okay.
Ours you go through little breaks. So each time you enter somewhere new, there's like you go through this little archway thing, and it's blackened out, and it has a little to tell you where you're going, and you hop into the next area. But the big thing is they also added in a few years ago Kim Irvine, the great Kim Irvine. Her mom was Leota Toombs. If you don't know who Leota Toombs is, you might want to go punch yourself in the face right now.
Go watch that special on Disney Plus. It's really good.
Yeah, go do that too. But
her daughter taking over.
Yep.
Like I think the voice, right?
Yeah. Leota Toombs was Madame Leota, an Imagineer, and Kim Irvine she does the holiday Leota and the voice, and she's also an Imagineer like her mom. And a few years ago, to add to what Mary Blair originally did with our It's a Small World, she added in the characters. She added in certain characters in areas. So, like for the Mexico part, for when you go through Mexico, you got the 3 Caballeros.
That's cool.
When you go through like Hawaii, you get you get, Lilo and Stitch, you get Mulan, you get all these, not Mulan, sorry, Moana. You go through the Chinese area, the China area, you get a little bit of Mulan. You go through like, you start going through the desert, like the high desert, you get Woody and Jesse. So you get Disney characters through ours. And it adds like some flair to it. You go through like England, you get Peter Pan and all that flying. It's really cool. It's actually really neat. So
That would be a cool thing. I don't know if ours does anything like that. It could have something. If it does, I don't even.
It doesn't. It doesn't.
I don't pay attention. I just look for the hippo.
Oh yeah, our hippo has both eyes that blink. Yours only has one that blinks. Yeah. So yeah.
Because that hippo has to sit there and listen to that shit all day, every day. I'd be tweaking too.
You want to hear a cool thing? A cool piece of fun fact about that song, "It's a Small World"? It is heard continuously, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week across the world.
Yeah, I guess so, because of the way the time changes are for parks and stuff, right?
But yeah, because you think it's in Anaheim, it's in Florida, it's in Paris, it's in Tokyo, it's in Shanghai.
Damn.
It's in all the parks. Yeah, it's in all the parks.
If aliens really want to come here, they've already looked and they're like, nah, bro. Their theme
bro.
is fucked.
No, bro.
They got one song playing across the whole planet.
Oh man, no, God, I
love the idea behind It's a Small World, and I really think that incorporating Disney characters and where they come from would be a great thing to kind of like go 50-50 on like the little dolls and the characters, instead of it being like, oh look, like a little Peter Pan, like make it like a bigger to do, I guess.
Well, and that's
it's not my thing.
Again, it's one of those things that was also brought up in the chat, that do you think that Disney will ever get rid of It's a Small World? And I said no to Disneyland, because Disneyland is that will never go away. Florida, I can see it going away.
I think, I don't know, man, because I think if they were to take it away, I think they would have done it by now. I would like to see it. I mean, I don't like this ride, but I wouldn't mind if they kept the ride and rethemed it with the same idea.
All right.
But like the way the puppets are, I understand their significance and their history. You preached me up on that a little bit, but like all things, we're losing things that, had some history rich stuff to them also. And it's time for a little revamp of that shit,
Well, and this is the one thing I see. Disney World isn't interchangeable. Everything's replaceable. Disneyland is a landmark. Does that make sense?
In a way. I would have argued no before the Splash Mountain revamp.
Well, all right.
If they would have kept the original mountains in Magic Kingdom, I think that everything else could have been like messed with. But I think the Splash Mountain change proves that like they're willing to take on a really popular ride and completely retheme it.
So culturally, there was reasons for that. What I mean by
cultural.
By landmark, what I mean is like the majority of everything that was original at Disneyland, all but the Matterhorn. The Matterhorn will be gone in the next few years.
I was about to say, doesn't the Matterhorn get ripped out here in a little bit?
And that's due to structural flaws. And here I have a theory on that. I think it'll be ripped out but rebuilt, and it'll be rebuilt completely different. It'll be the Matterhorn, but it won't be the same attraction. You see, you know what I mean? Because that mountain is so iconic. Yeah, that whole thing is like, it's structurally not. It's not surviving much.
And for money's sake too, it's gonna be tough to upkeep that shit.
It's down at least 2 to 3 times a year. So it's sometimes it's down once a year, but there are times I've been there twice in a year, and it's like, wow, I was here like 9 months ago, and then it's down yet again.
But the flip side of that, bro, is Disney World has rides that are down every day.
Yeah.
Technology is great, but also will damn you.
Oh
It'll
yeah.
it'll kick you right in the dick when like we've gone. The biggest complaint I think is people make the trip and want to get on. Like Guardians will shut down,
Oh yeah, yeah.
and if Guardians shuts down, and Universal has it the worst with shutdowns, bro. Because Epic, you get 1 day tickets, and that freaking Donkey Kong Madness ride is shut down more than anything I've ever seen.
Sounds like Indiana Jones. Our Indiana Jones.
It's crazy, bro.
Our
No,
Indiana Jones. It won't open sometimes. You walk by like open like when you rope drop or whatever. You go, is Indy open? No, it didn't come up. I'm like, what?
I think it's crazy that it took this long for the ball to finally hit somebody.
Me too. I
I mean,
thought that was wild.
it's crazy.
Like it's been there for 30 plus years, never hit anybody.
Taking the
but,
same route, doing the same shit, and then randomly just decides I'm sick of this job.
Take this job and shove it up your ass.
Literally, bro. That's
Dude,
crazy.
That dude is getting compensated. But
Oh,
that's his whole
job. Hit me, bro.
You know what the funny thing is? He was an Indiana Jones stunt guy for years, and then he became a show coordinator. Should have stuck to being Indy, bro.
Don't expect that when you're working, bro.
No, you don't. But you know what? He saved a bunch of people, which was cool.
Oh yeah, no, props to him. I'm sure any that's that cast member mentality, bro, or just like a decent human mentality, I mean,
yeah, I know, 100%. No, I totally like so. But talking about technology, I mean, I know when you were in the military, and I know when I was even in, technology was always ever changing. It was like getting kicked in the dick daily, whether it was new gear, whether it was just computer systems, whether it was XYZ, you were always getting messed with one way or the other. So in a way, I'm kind of used to it when I go to Disney at this point. I know normal cast members aren't, or everyday guests aren't, but for someone who dealt with it in the military, I'm like, all right, this is just everyday life.
Yeah, I hate the phone aspect, man. That's the one thing I hate the most is the dependency on the app. And unfortunately, I just think there's no way to go back from that because it does make things, in a sense, a lot easier.
It does.
You're not calling a reservation line to book a dining reservation. You're going on the app and making it in 2 minutes.
So here's a thought for you. Not to cut you off, but here's a thought. Wouldn't it be like, I want a competitive fucking nature. It's bad enough that we have to fight over the app. Why not make it a twofold thing? You can either call, or you can either get on the app and see which one's faster.
Well, you can still call. You can still call dining, but like you're going through, it definitely takes longer. I've tried to call to cancel and change when you can't do it on the app, and I'm on the phone for 20 minutes.
Oh, well, it's better than being on like call on hold on Expedia for 4 hours.
That's true.
I've done that one before. Trying to cancel a reservation.
I just leave it to my wife, who is the one that runs the show as a travel agent. So
I mean, when I was a travel agent, I actually had to call and cancel a reservation on Expedia for someone, and I sat there for 4.5 hours. And they're like, at the end of the day, like, yeah, we can't do that for you. I'm like, well, they're out that money. That fucking sucks. It's for a hotel. It's like one night at a hotel.
You have to for a lot of these big restaurants in Disney World, like especially at Epcot, you got to put in that card number to reserve your spot, and they will charge your ass like $25 a person for canceling.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
You gotta be careful. If you do it too much, they'll let you slide. They'll give you a little pixie dust when you call and try to cancel it. But you make it like, they track that shit. You do it too much. Oh, yeah. And they're like, you're shit out of luck, bro.
Yeah, you're SOL, bro. What the hell? But I mean, the idea is like Disney is ever changing, so I guess you kind of have to go with the technology flows. I mean, you could go on the Frozen attraction and see Anna and Elsa glitching out.
They just redid ours.
We don't have one of them yet.
They just completely redid it, and it's supposed to be pretty sick. And we're going to take our daughter this year, and we're going straight to Epcot, straight to Frozen.
Sweet.
She is all in her Frozen era right now.
Oh, she's in her Frozen, so she's all about it.
Ride that over and over and over again, and that line for that ride is long as shit too.
Oh God.
All the time, because at Epcot there's not a lot of rides. especially in the pavilion, the food pavilion side.
Oh yeah,
all the
you guys
countries.
got Ratatouille and you guys got Frozen over there.
Yeah, you got the little boat ride in Mexico, inside the restaurant. It's a ride technically, but and yeah, and that's pretty
Not a
much
lot.
it.
Not a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah, so for the kids, when you're halfway across over there in Norway, you're looking at a ride for Frozen. That's going to be like Nordstrom was there first, and it's the same ride track, and I got to ride it. My
No,
wife
you
and I
mean
were going
Nordstrom, not Nordstrom, but Norstorm.
Nordstrom,
Yeah,
Nordstrom,
there you
and
go.
that was pretty sick the way they
Okay.
had it. I enjoyed it. Good Viking ride, but
Hey,
that's a change that makes sense. Frozen comes out, you revamp that for Frozen. Now the line is through the roof, and you got people making their way back there, spending more money, getting food, getting drinks. So look at James suffering over there.
dude, my sinuses like after we get off here, dude, I'm hitting Theraflu at 10 o'clock my time, and I'm like, out,
Tapping out.
dude. I'll put on a movie with the kids. I'll be like, I'm out, guys. I'm gonna be like Bernie and Weekend at Bernie's. Now, another cool thing that's happening at Disney, and I'm really excited for this. So hopefully, I get to the parks in 27. We're keeping for another year the Monsters Inc. ride at DCA, and I'm excited for that because that's one of my all-time favorite rides. Now, that was a ride that originally was called Superstar Limo. I know we've talked about it on the show. I've talked about it on other shows. The most miserable ride ever. It was like the worst ride that Disney ever could think of. And at the end of the day, if you take away Monsters and you're replacing it with Avatar, why do we need Avatar? Why not wait till Disney Forward? I'm not.
Yeah, they did Avatar right for us. So, like, just making it a ride, I can definitively say I don't think will suit Avatar. Making like we have the floating mountains.
Right.
I mean, I don't care for the rides really. Whatever,
Right.
it's just not my thing. I don't like a lot of the digital shit, but the little world they have there is it's insane, bro. It's insane.
Speaking of Avatar, kind of like we were talking about a couple episodes ago, why do we need like 9 of those movies?
Well, we're on 3.
But why do we need 9? There's going to be like 5 by the time it's all said and done.
I think that Avatar would have been a fantastic standalone movie.
Yeah, I think so too.
Fantastic standalone. And I've enjoyed the next 2, but the third one really started to get off the rails a bit of like, okay, they're going to go to space soon, like Fast and Furious. But the first one, bro, I mean,
I love
classic,
the first one.
Save the planet kind of vibe. Military comes in, you save the day, and now you're, together with the chick you fell in love with, and all's good. And the movie,
all's good, yeah, right.
Make your billions of dollars, and do something else original like that. I mean, it was a fantastic original movie.
Oh, it's great. I loved it. I loved the first one. I didn't go see it in theaters. I was all against it. I'm like, I'm not going to go see this bullshit movie. I want to see flying blue people. And then I sat down and I watched it on DVD. I'm like, wow, there's a term, DVD. Sat down and watched it on DVD, and I was like, oh, this ain't too bad. I kind of kicked myself now. I'm an idiot, but it is what it is.
And they didn't even have any oil, No. That's what's most impressive. We went all the way there, and there was no oil.
No oil.
It sent the military, and there's not even a drop of oil in that place.
Not a drop of oil.
Not a drop of freedom oil, and we just had to get
we wanted
the tree
special rocks. We wanted special rocks from that tree. I need to mine. It's so about mining, though. Gotta mine this.
I thought it was funny how they were all stereotypical Marines.
Oh God, every one of them.
Like, there's no other branch that exists in that movie except the Marine Corps. That's it. It's basically the Marine Corps versus blue people.
yeah. And they could have picked. They could have picked a better asshole colonel. Stephen Lang. Stephen Lang.
Yeah. No, I mean that you can't cast that anybody else. Now that you've seen it, that's like
no.
That's perfect. And he's in the third one too.
He's a great actor, and it's funny because when I first saw him, like that's Ike Clanton from Tombstone. Fucking coward. Now he's a Marine. What? You know?
It's like the guy, I forget his name. Uh, it's like the guy who played the, I don't know if he's a colonel or what his rank was, but he was in charge of the Starship Trooper crew.
Oh yeah.
It's like that guy. You cannot like. There's nobody else that plays that part once you see the movie.
I think it's Michael Forsythe was the guy in Starship Troopers.
Yeah, that sounds right. I forget his name, but that sounds familiar. But that guy was like the way he talked. It's like Gunny in Jarhead. You know,
Yeah,
these guys. You just can't cast anybody else in these places. I mean, even in the Disney sphere, can you imagine anybody else voicing Woody?
Right? No.
I mean, I can't even tell you who voices the rest of them really. Not that iconically. I mean,
Tim
except
Allen.
for to me Slinky Dog.
Oh, so yeah, Jim Varney.
Yeah.
Ernest. I can name a few of them. Ham is John Ratzenberger, Cliff from Cheers. You had Don Rickles, you know, Mr. Potato Head. I can't name all of them, but there were quite a few of them. Like, I know those voices because I grew up with them. Like,
but yeah, like that Woody band, you just can't. Woody is the one that's like you just can't like imagine another voice.
Well, it's almost like Back to the Future. You couldn't imagine another Doc Brown than Christopher Lloyd.
Yeah, perfect casting.
Yeah,
and you look at these movies, man. Like I recently, this little sidebar. I recently was watching the, was it Quentin Tarantino that made Django?
Oh yeah.
I think it was Tarantino, right? So he was doing an interview, and Jamie Foxx was not even like somebody he had considered.
No,
it was going to be Will Smith. He even Samuel Jackson tried out for the part, but he told him he was too old. He wanted a younger guy. And yeah, but once you see the movie, you're like, who else can this
be played 100%,
by? Same with Leo. Same with Leonardo, man. Like, and hearing them talk about like how filthy he had to be and how much of a struggle. Oh man, he hated it so much.
And it's like Jamie Foxx was like, you just have to do it. Just do it.
Samuel Jackson in this interview, they had like a little candid film, like where they were filming them talking. And he's like, it's just another Tuesday for us, man. So just go out there and say that shit like you mean it. And hey, look, I could never.
No.
I could never. But that's why Leo is one of the best actors of all time. I mean, he just played the part beautifully.
Yeah.
Like you hated him the whole movie. You hated that guy all the way until he died.
Oh yeah. Well, it's also like Brad Pitt's character in Inglourious Bastards.
Well, in anything.
The bear Jew. Yeah, but like he's like, I want 100 scalps. I'm like, whoa. You're asking, and he's like, he just did not care. It's like, I want them Nazis. I'm like, whoa. Even in the movie Fury, I'm like, I could never see him being anybody else.
But I think like Brad Pitt had it a bit way easier because when you're talking about Nazis, you could just go all in.
Yeah.
Because
but
nobody cares.
Leo had
but when you're Leo, you're attacking a whole race.
Yeah.
Trying to be the most racist person in film. And man, I mean, I love that movie.
Oh, that's a great movie.
I love that movie. I just watched it. That's why I brought it up like a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago. And it just got recommended, and I was like, oh, I saw a clip on TikTok, and I was like, I gotta rewatch this. Went and watched it.
That was me a couple weeks ago. I watched it was Baz Luhrmann's William Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet with Leo DiCaprio and Claire Danes.
Okay.
And me being a theater nerd, and I've acted in Romeo and Juliet, and I know this characters really well. It's like I don't see that play, or that anytime I go see that play, all I think about is the Baz Luhrmann movie, because it's the gunplay, the people he cast, like John Leguizamo is in that movie. I'm like, holy crap. It's just that cast all the way around. I'm like, and to play those characters so violently, more violent than the play ever thought of being.
Yeah, and that like time frame, you can get a lot of interesting cast because everybody's still so
young,
trying to like find their place, and you get a lot of interesting movies that have like a crazy star-studded cast. But I don't know how these guys pick these people, man. Like you just know, man. I don't know.
And I think honestly, that's where Disney is struggling. If we're talking about movies, they're struggling in some of their casting. Their casting is really awful for live action stuff right now.
Like Egg.
Oh God. Are we talking
casting?
Are we
Knights of the Nine Kingdoms?
Knights of the Nine Kingdoms. Now, oh my God, that whole like, oh my goodness. If you want to talk, and guys, this is an off the rails episode. We're not talking just Disney. We're talking everything, right?
Talking just life, everything.
Life,
and just hanging out, little hangout sesh.
Yeah, and it's like I love that show. Like I've rewatched every episode to this point at least twice. Because number one, they're half-hour episodes, like 35-minute long episodes, first and foremost. So that's a big departure from that hour and 10 minutes that you would get with Game of Thrones, or even House of Dragon. And that kid who plays Egg is so damn good.
And shout out to I think it's Raymond Fossaway, the homie that got knighted right before.
Yeah.
What people don't realize, I've been watching closely. Been watching people talk about it because you gotta follow the books a little bit. I'm gonna start reading them.
The Hedge Knight books. Yeah. This
dude handled business, and he looks so unassuming. And he is the one that messed up the Targaryen kid.
Yeah.
Each time he got on top of Dunk, dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He just came by on his horse and just get off, bitch.
Yep, got him. Yeah. No. You know, my favorite character in that show is the Baratheon character. Oh God, he's so flamboyant, and like he's such a departure from from old Bobby B. Robert Baratheon. Funny story though.
Great grandfather.
But the funny story is nobody would realize this unless you've read the books or you know anything about that lore. Robert Baratheon is part Targaryen.
Yeah, so is homie. I think it's before. I think it's even before the guy with the horn guy that we're talking about.
Yeah.
I think he even has Targaryen in him and doesn't even know.
Yeah.
That he's part Targaryen.
I'm loving it because this is again where Disney is lacking. Other places are picking up the ball and running with it. Like, I think if Disney put out a show of that nature, it would change the whole. Like, put it on Hulu because they own everything on Hulu right now. Put it out there. They're not doing any of these sort of like gritty type shows. They might
would be a good show. Is The Rise of Mulan?
Oh gosh!
As like a live action wartime imperial Japan.
Yes.
Like that would be. Well, is she Chinese or Japanese?
Oh gosh.
Mulan. I think Mulan's Japanese.
I think she's Japanese. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh yeah, because she has to be. I think because of the no, she's Chinese.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Chinese from the Ballad of Mulan, likely dating back to the 4th or 5th century.
Yeah.
I would love a Mulan like live action, not movie, but like show where it shows like her hiding who she is, like and make it like pretty action packed, like some death, some
like Disney's really dropping the ball right now with The Punisher, to be honest.
Yeah.
The Punisher, the Daredevil series wasn't the same when they brought it back. They're really dropping the ball on some of these. Like, the last show that I really got into, besides Ahsoka, was the first, like, the Obi-Wan series. Obi-Wan was wonderful. I loved it. I loved the Mando and Grogu, the Mandalorian. And I'm excited for the movie. But it's like, you have nothing to bridge that gap right now. There's nothing to cleanse my palate that says Disney Plus or Disney title. It's all Fox. It's all this. It's all that. And if Disney wants to compete with these other studios, they have to start cleansing our palates with stuff like The Punisher. I'm excited for the new Spider-Man movie because Punisher's going to be in it.
That should be pretty sick. I'm with you on that, man. I'm a big like TV show guy, and I didn't like the format of 30 minutes at first, but they did it so well. There wasn't
Yeah,
a lot of filler. Like House of the Dragon has a ton
ton of filler.
of filler, dude. I just want to see them dragons fight. I just want to see the dragons fight.
Game of Thrones didn't have a lot of filler. It was just a lot of storylines going
No,
at one
a lot
time.
of storyline. I mean, but another beautifully crafted show up until the very end.
And I'm
Not a fan
watching.
of the ending.
I've watched a lot of it back. I've watched, and there's still stuff. I've watched this series. I watched Game of Thrones probably 9 or 10 times at this point through, and I'm still picking things up from the very first time I've watched it. And it's like,
dude, like the
so
Red Wedding.
much.
Oh my god, the Red Wedding is a time where I watched the show, and I have never been so
I was so
caught
mad.
off guard and mad and upset, except for Glenn in The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And Glenn getting his head smashed like a melon was like, oh man, this is terrible.
The Red Wedding.
Red Wedding, bro, where they killed everybody was crazy. But and then where they were in homie, what's his name? The asshole that ends up Jon Snow leads the army with his sister. And
Littlefinger.
No, the other asshole, the younger one that has the dogs. He keeps chained up.
Okay, yeah. Shit. Now his name's what? Bolton. Ramsay Bolton. Ramsay Bolton.
When they drop the dog's head in front of Sansa and Jon Snow, like I don't mind people dying, but animals die, I get like, even though it's a fake direwolf, I'm still like, bro, that's got to be, no, this dude has to die.
Yeah.
This dude has to die.
Ramsay was a perfect asshole, to be honest.
Oh yeah. No, I hated him the whole time.
I
hated him.
Although the funniest thing you brought this up, but it's funny. He's eating the sausages right. He's like, oh no. He's like, no. I'm like, oh god. Reek. Your name is Reek.
And that's like, I mean, that dude went through some mental shit for sure. I mean, that whole show really like was an awesome show, man. And that's the thing with Disney, bro. I wish they had more shows to watch that were like adult themed shows. Like you already stepped out of your bubble of being a kid's franchise, and you went and acquired all these other entities that aren't solely kid focused. Give us degenerates something to
give us something, bro. I mean,
be like, oh, look at his head fly off.
They're putting out good documentaries and stuff, and they're putting out good. I'm not like they have
that stuff.
They put out a lot of good documentaries, and they put out a lot of good like series that are neutral for families. Like I can sit and watch a Book of Boba Fett. I can sit and watch Ahsoka, and I can watch all these shows with my sons, but I'm not sitting there actively being like, ooh, hey, let's watch Game of Thrones, because there's nothing there. Yeah, I can't. I'm actively saying, hey guys, let's go back and watch Tailspin, which we did this morning. We watched some Tailspin. Which
I just had that on like 2 days ago.
Dude, I will tell you that my favorite, like, that just shows the step in animation in the early 90s. Like that show was so ahead of its time with like Chip and Dale and Darkwing Duck.
Chip and Dale.
But it's like you had all these different, like my sons are watching the new DuckTales. I'm like, this is not what I grew up with.
DuckTales.
Woohoo. Yep. But it's like watching Tailspin, I forgot like how good the first 4 episodes really are, because it's like a 4-part episode. I'm like, this is great storytelling for 22 minutes. Why can't we get that in adult form now for us on Disney Plus for, an adult form show that is 30 minutes long, that is like captivating. Yeah, I loved Obi-Wan. I loved Ahsoka. I loved all these. I love the live action stuff that they're doing. Like when we get it, Andor bored the shit out of me.
Have you seen Black Sails?
I did see Black Sails. That's an FX show, if I remember right.
Stars.
Stars. That's right,
yeah. And I watch that show at least once every couple of years.
Yeah.
That show was great because I like Pirates of the Caribbean. So that came from me. I didn't really like pirate movies. Like I liked the Disney pirate movies were
Yeah.
fine with Johnny Depp. I mean, they weren't like, oh my god, this is
Yeah.
crazy to me, because it was missing that little bit of like grunge to it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
and
That
Black Sails.
grittiness.
You know, that Black Sails had that like truth of like what pirate life is like, and that show was awesome.
Yeah,
If you ever seen
100%.
Black Sails, guys, check that show out. It is, especially the first season, it's really good. It's really good. The original
There's
Pirates
two
of
shows that
Tortuga.
yeah. Yeah. Tortuga. That's a fun word to say. Tortuga. So there's a couple of shows that were very similar, but they came out very differently. I don't know if you ever watched Succession.
No.
That if you want to get into corporate backstabbing, oh, that's a show for you. It's got Brian Cox from you know him as O'Hagan from Super Troopers, Captain
Okay.
O'Hagan.
Yeah.
And it's got oh god, what's his Kieran Culkin, Macaulay Culkin's brother, is in it. It's got Jeremy Strong in it. It's got Alan Ruck, who played Cameron from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But it's about a family who owns like a media company. Kind of, it takes a bunch of real life stories and combines them into this one family. It's called the Roy Family, and it's just all fucked up. And another show was Billions. Billions wasn't there. That's about just currency and stock trading, and it's again 2 shows that are about backstabbing and some fucked up shit.
So I got a show for you, but first, I was watching a Starship Troopers clip recommended to me on YouTube.
Oh god!
And sometimes when the clip's just starting, I'll pull up the comments.
Yeah.
So just read what people are saying just out of boredom. And the first comment was, I find it crazy that every planet these fucking guys go to has breathable oxygen. And then the replies, there's like 40 replies, and they all said the same thing, because the first person said, shut the fuck up. And then everybody just watch the movie. Don't worry
just
about
watch the movie and enjoy it. Yeah.
Have you seen the show Bloodlines?
I've heard of it.
That is probably top 3 of my all-time favorite shows.
Okay.
It's just a Key West, Florida cop and his drug-addicted brother, and their family-run kind of bed and breakfast. And it is a awesome show. It's got the guy from Friday Night Lights, the coach.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, he's the detective, the cop, and the show is amazing. I mean, it's really good. But once you start that show, you won't stop until you're completely done with the entire show. It's a great watch.
Oh damn!
It's not that many seasons.
Man, that's awesome. I like old history stuff. Like, did you ever watch the show Turn?
Mm-mm.
It's about the spies during the Colonial War.
Oh, speaking of spies, you know what I'm watching a lot of on TikTok is John Kiriakou.
Okay.
John Kiriakou, you know him? Bless you.
Oh God! Yeah, you knew that was coming.
He was the original whistleblower for the CIA.
Oh yeah. Okay, yeah.
And he's out of prison now because he got, of course, arrested for espionage, which is a little bit bullshit, but that's it's another debate. But he is telling like all kinds of stuff that he's allowed to tell, and it's so interesting listening to somebody that was so deep within the CIA talk about stuff. So I've been like listening to him before I fall asleep, because he's got one of those like narrator style voices that you can just like listen to for an hour.
Yeah,
he's a pretty interesting guy.
Yeah, I've heard some of his stuff and I like it.
Yeah, he's a interesting character, but that's for those of you that struggle with insomnia, that's something that I recommend. And I got this from one of the therapists that I meet with. instead of like laying there tossing and turning and or doom scrolling through a bunch of, Instagram reels or TikTok videos that are short form, find some channels on TikTok that are long form that have 20, 30-minute videos. And I pop one earbud in, I pull up one of those videos, and I'm asleep before it's over with.
Damn.
And it's helped me sleep big time.
Yeah. See, and that's the other thing. Like for me, with my mental health stuff, I have to find something that helps me like go to sleep. And I don't know what it is. I don't know. You can contest this maybe. When I was deployed, I always had something on, whether it was on my computer, whether it was on a TV I bought. I always had something on, whether it was music, a show, or DVD. Do you find that to be helpful with your mental health?
Yeah. So with me, the tent I stayed in was a 36-man tent.
Okay.
When we had our cots and we had and remember, this is Air Force, bro. You would think I'm like in a Marriott,
You
but
went in Cutter.
we had tent city. I was a mechanic,
Yeah.
and we put sheets up.
Okay.
We had sheets separating just our cot space, where we had one little uh, locker for our uniforms and whatever. Anyway, what I found interesting was I had no problem sleeping overseas because there was always something going on around me. There were people up for night shift. There were people up for day shift. There was
Right.
our air conditioners were loud and not working and struggling for their life. So that noise is what I took for granted. Was I was able to just lay in my bed and pass out because life was happening around my tiny little bubble.
Right.
That's why I can sleep downstairs when my wife is, cleaning the kitchen or cooking dinner, because there's something happening, and I can just pass out. It's almost like I know that I'm good to sleep. When I'm up at night, the whole house is just completely quiet. Everybody's in bed. I have to tiptoe around, sneak in, slide in my side of the bed. Don't want to wake the wife up, and I have to have something that I'm listening to or some
That's
kind
me
of
too.
noise to end up falling asleep. I can never put my phone down and just lay there and fall asleep like a normal human being, dude.
No, I can't. No.
No, not anymore.
My TV's on. Like I will wake up at 2:30 in the morning if I fall asleep. And I'll hit my power button on my TV because I can't go to sleep without anything on. It's just
That's where for a lot of people, man. Maybe this will relate to some of our listeners, but you keep all these, like, your brain can only process so much. So as life goes on throughout the day, you're not thinking a lot, really.
Yeah.
You're just reacting to what you're doing and going on life as usual. Once you hit the bed, your brain can go 1,000 miles an hour and catch up on why you think you're a piece of shit, why you think your life sucks, why you don't deserve something, and you can start defeating yourself right when you're about to end your day.
Yeah.
When you've had a great day and you've been crushing it. So you have to find something to shut that part of your brain off and allow yourself to get some good sleep.
No, 100%.
Or else we'll be our own worst critic and enemy.
And I just want to say, if you are anybody like that, whether you're a veteran, whether you're somebody who's just one of our normal listeners, put that in the comments. Let us know. Because we honestly, no joke, both Josh and I, that's why I brought it up. It's like, I know the way our brains work. When you join the military, you're wired very differently. Because you, like you said, night shift, day shift, whatever it is, people coming and going all the time when you're deployed. And even Lou was my last roommate. Lou and I literally, we were joking about this the other day, that we had the Congo DVD. Great movie. Or we'd end up watching like episodes 4, 5, and 6 and whatever Star Wars movie that the menu would play over and over. You'd have the music or whatever because it was just
those old DVD, just like sounds of whatever the background music is. Yeah, that's not a bad way to fall asleep either.
No, we'd fall asleep to the movie, and next thing you know, it's like you're waking up in the morning. Oh shit, we left this on all night. Whatever, who cares?
Yeah. But and now you're not realizing that in that moment you're wiring your brain to what you're gonna need.
Yeah.
Forever.
So let us know, guys, if it's something you guys struggle with. And I know tonight's just been kind of a hangout. We're just talking, we're shooting the shit, but sometimes this is what we need as just people, veterans. It's not we talked a little bit about Disney. We've even compared different things like a Night of the Nine Kingdoms to
When he
Disney.
named them, it tripped me out.
Oh yeah, when he was like,
God. I was like, why this whole time has it been? Anyway, that's
no, why is he naming it? Like he knew about this and he's just letting Dunk go on.
Yeah, and our whole point is we started this whole thing with the connection of Disney in mind, but knew that Disney content would not be
enough.
The sole focus of what we're trying to do. There are plenty of Disney only content creators out there, and we can only go over so many times what the new attractions are going to be, and to us we find it very unique that we can relate how Disney makes us feel and compare it to our prior service. And I think the main message that we both share is that we want this show to help people. We don't want this to be where you come to find out like what's opening in May of 2028.
Right.
We want this to be a spot where you can come hang out with us, listen to us talk, agree with us, disagree with us, laugh with us, cry with us, make fun of us. Because we make fun of each other. So
I do it to Josh daily on the Instagram. He's not always on the Instagram.
Yeah, that's the whole point of this whole thing. Is some episodes are going to be, super Disney focused. Some are going to be like this. Some are going to be, who knows? But we want to be able to get on here, hang out, be ourselves, talk about whatever we want to talk about. We don't want to be pigeonholed to talk about one specific thing.
And that's why, and the final thoughts here, that's why I started the whole trend of this is Operation Magic, because it's like people wanted to be, these guys are just Disney content creators, another run of the mill. No, we are not. That's why I started watching the old Sports Center commercials of this is Sports Center. I'm like, no, straight up. We are much more than just sports. We're much more than just Disney, obviously. We are everybody who we say we are. And that's why I'm like, if I find a good repost, I'm like, this is Operation Magic. You guys need to understand that I'm doing that because this is who we are. I understand the nostalgia behind who Josh and I are. I understand where we come from. And I understand where a lot of you may come from. And if you find yourself relating to any of our content, whether it's on Instagram, TikTok, here on YouTube, whatever it is, then we've done our job. And I know that because solely my idea is I want you all to be able to relate. And that's why I love Pepe so much out of the Muppets, because he's become my spirit animal. That guy just does whatever the fuck he wants when he wants. It's like picking up on news anchors, taking over YouTube. The YouTube's is mine. It's like, come on. Everybody has to have a little Pepe in them. It's just like the repost I did the other day of the gentleman who's just a little bit unhinged and he was unguided and wearing the Snow White dress in the middle of, what's going on in a littered area. You can't always be that unhinged, guys. You have to have some guidance. We have to be that guiding factor for you. And that's just my thoughts on it. And I think Josh said it very beautifully that we don't want to be pigeonholed. We don't want to just be seen as this other Disney podcast that's going to give you, force feed you whatever you're already being force fed every day. There's 900 different channels, 900 different Instagrams, whatever you want to put out there. There's so many of them. We're not that.
Yeah, and that's why the people that we know in the space are like us in the sense they have their own little niche that they're kind of tackling.
Yeah.
And they're not just kind of, Disney news podcast kind of deal. It's just not us. No hate to those that do that. Do your thing.
No.
It's just not what we're trying to be. We're trying to be just two dudes hanging out and bullshitting for an hour. And maybe if you have trouble sleeping, you put this on in the background, listen to our jackass selves talk about whatever, and wake up!
Yeah. So, guys, we're going to close out with our sponsors like we always do at the end of every show. We started this show doing it at the beginning, but it took too long. And now at the back end, we just speed through it, and it's quick and easy.
We've already mentioned almost everybody except Matt.
But we're going to do the whole spiel. Yes, our good friend Matthew O'Brien over at Skullface Project. He is one of our artists that does help design. He has these wonderful Grateful Dead inspired designs. A lot of different designs. He's curated the Disney ones. He's allowing us to use them over at our operationmagic.printful.me, our merch store. Get your merch there. We did mention Josh's wife, the wonderful Kim Dunn. Yes, she does do magic done right. So if you all your travel needs, she's the woman to go to. Don't go to anybody else. If you have other travel agents, they're the brand X, as the Joker would say.
Fire them.
Yeah, they are the brand X in that space compared to Kim in our eyes. We also have our good friend Lou over at Two Marines for Disney. Check him out. Email him if you have any Disney antiquities that you're after. twomarinesfordisney@gmail.com.
And he's shown what he can do on this show.
He's shown, and then look right here. That man. I would have had this on original Fantasia letterhead. So
that's insane.
That's insane to me. Signs of Amusement, guys. Check them out. They have so much going on. They do monthly trivia, which I've won now two months in a row. I've won something.
They're gonna kick you off soon.
I was slaying it last week. I won out of 3 games. I won 2. Wild. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, guys. They have 3 trivia games. If you win the first one, you can't win the second one, but you can definitely win the third one. So I try and make it a point to win the first one, because usually the second one I suck at. And I still won something on the second one because they give you like little points and prizes, and I still won a prize there. So it's like I still ended up winning in all 3 games some way, somehow. But they do signs, they do everything. Disney-wise, we talked about them earlier about the small world comparisons. They do a litany of everything. Check them out at scienceofamusement.com. Subscribe to their channel on YouTube. They're wonderful people. They have their own Lou, Tiny Hands Lou. He's a great guy. They got Jason. They got Steve. They got Shazzy. They got Sammy. They have a bunch of people. Kenny. I can name them all. Zach. They're good friends of ours. They love our stuff. We love them. And I think that's everybody. I think I got us out of here in no time.
Sounds good.
Damn.
Now we're going to go pass out.
Yeah, I've got to go take some medicine. Josh has got to go pass out, finish his healing up. We'll see you guys next week. This has been Operation Magic. Take care, guys. My crappy heart.
There's a little love for you.
All the love. All the love.
All the love.
All right, squad. Listen up. You already know who we are. We are the Operation Magic Podcast. Disney loving, dad run, veteran built. Every week, we're here bringing you that magic straight to the veins. And now we've got something even bigger. It's official, guys. The Operation Magic merch. Those t-shirts, those hoodies, the mugs, stickers, you name it. All Disney inspired, all made for the Operation Magic squad. This isn't just gear. This is the uniform. You throw this on, you're not just a fan. You're a part of the family. Every piece supports this show, keeps the mission alive, and helps us keep bringing laughs, the stories, and the magic every single week. So what are you waiting for? Hit operationmagic.printful.me right now. Grab your gear and show the world who you are rolling with. Operation Magic. Rep the magic. Rep the squad.